Squid Game is a Korean drama series that tells the story of a man who participates in a dangerous game to pay off his debts. In this series, you will witness how this deadly game instills fear in the man's life. What exactly is this bloody game? Will the man be able to win? How did this game completely change him? To find answers to these questions, watch the video until the end. So let's begin with today's web series, Squid Game, which has an 8 rating on IMDb. The series starts with a childhood scene of the main character, Gi-hun, playing a traditional game with his friends. The scene then shifts to the present, showing that Gi-hun is divorced and still living with his mother. He is not a good father, as he not only forgets his daughter Ga-young's birthday, but also doesn't have custody of her due to his financial situation. His mother gives him money to buy a birthday gift for his daughter, but he ends up stealing her credit card and going to gamble. Although he wins, it is of no use because he already owes so much to the bank that the money means nothing. Additionally, he has taken substantial loans from private lenders who come to collect, and he tries to pay them back. However, it turns out that a girl has stolen his winnings. The debt collectors make Gi-hun sign a new contract, stating that if he doesn't repay by next month, he will have to give them a kidney and an eye. Gi-hun, who had promised to treat his daughter to a good meal, ends up buying her the cheapest food available. Realizing that his daughter is happier not living with him, he gives her a lighter as a birthday gift. On his way back home, he meets a man who plays a strange game with him. If Gi-hun wins, he gets money, but if he loses, the man slaps him hard. The man then offers Gi-hun a chance to play a bigger game where he could win a lot of money. Initially, Gi-hun refuses, but later agrees due to his dire situation. The man gives Gi-hun a card with a contact number. When Gi-hun agrees to play, he is taken unconscious in a car to an unknown location, where he finds one other participants. He is assigned the player number 456. Among the participants, Gi-hun recognizes some faces, including the girl who stole his money and Cho Sang-woo, a childhood friend. He also meets an elderly man known as Player 001. The rules of the game are explained. There will be 6 games in total, and some players will be eliminated in each round. The winners will receive the prize money, while the losers will be out of the game altogether. The first game is red light, green light, where players must reach a giant doll without moving when it says red light, and can only move on green light. If anyone moves after red light is announced, they are eliminated. As the game begins, it becomes clear that those who lose are not just eliminated from the game, but are killed by gunfire. This revelation terrifies the participants, and 255 people die in the first game alone. Surprisingly, the elderly man plays confidently without fear. Gi-hun is nearly eliminated, but a Pakistani man, Abdul Ali, saves him. After the game, the remaining players are horrified and want to leave despite the 45.6 billion won prize. A vote is held among the 201 remaining participants, and 101 choose to leave. Back home, Gi-hun goes to the police and reports the game, but they don't believe him except for one detective, Hwang Jun-ho, who trusts Gi-hun because his missing brother had a similar card. The series then shows that the players who return home realize that their real lives are even worse than death. Gi-hun's mother needs an expensive surgery, Sang-woo attempts suicide due to his debts, Deok-soo, a gangster, kills someone and goes on the run, and Abdul Ali is betrayed by his employer and left penniless. Realizing that their lives outside are unbearable, the participants return to the game. Detective Jun-ho follows them and manages to infiltrate the game's location to uncover its secrets. Then the second game begins. In this game, players must choose one of 4 shapes: circle, triangle, star, or umbrella. Later, they are required to carve their chosen shape out of a sugar candy. The catch is that if the shape breaks while carving, the player is killed. At the start of the game, Sang-woo realizes what the game will be, but he still doesn't inform his childhood friend, Gi-hun. Many players die in this game as well, but Sang-woo, Abdul Ali, Deok-soo, Min-yo, and Gi-hun manage to win and survive. While Deok-soo and Min-yo cheat to win, Gi-hun uses a creative method to carve out his shape. Thus, the second game ends and everyone returns exhausted. They are given insufficient food to incite fights among them. During this time, we see an intense fight scene where Gi-hun, Sang-woo, Abdul Ali, and player 001 band together to defend themselves. Before the next game, the players are asked to form teams of 10. One of the players, who is a doctor, already knows about the game because he has been extracting body parts for the guards in exchange for information. He informs Deok-soo, who then tricks Min-yo and recruits strong men into his team. The third game is revealed to be tug of war, and Gi-hun's team is terrified because they know they are likely to lose. If a team loses, they fall from a high platform and die. The game begins, and Deok-soo's team, Team 1, easily wins their first round against Team 7. The next match is between Gi-hun's Team 4 and Team 5. Despite Team 5 being composed entirely of men, player 001's strategic advice and Sang-woo's last-minute plan help Gi-hun's team win. That night, Gi-hun's team decides to have 2 members take turns staying awake to guard against attacks by Deok-soo's gang. Although the gang does not attack that night, the doctor is caught and killed for cheating and obtaining information. Detective Jun-ho, who has infiltrated the facility, continues to search for his missing brother. He discovers that his brother had participated in and won the game a few years ago. For the next game, players are asked to form pairs. Everyone chooses their preferred partner. Sang-woo teams up with Abdul Ali, while Gi-hun, who cannot find a partner, is forced to team up with player 001. Min-yo, however, is left without a partner and does not participate in the game. The players are then shocked to learn that they must play against their partners, and one of them will die. Each player is given 10 marbles, and by the end of the game, one must take all 10 marbles from their partner without using force. This game is particularly interesting as it shows how players deceive and betray their friends. Sang-woo tricks Abdul Ali into losing, while Gi-hun exploits player 001's memory issues to win. Before the guards can shoot player 001, Gi-hun walks away and hears a gunshot behind him. A girl sacrifices herself, allowing her partner to win. After the game, the remaining players return and find Min-yo sleeping peacefully. Meanwhile, masked VIPs arrive and are greeted by the masked frontman whom we've seen before. The VIPs place bets on the players just like a horse race. The fifth game begins, and players must choose a number between 1 and 16 without knowing why. Gi-hun picks number 16. The game involves crossing a high bridge made of glass panels, where some panels are strong enough to hold 2 people, and others shatter under any weight. The first few players fall and die, revealing which panels are safe. Deok-soo refuses to move further when the players in front of him fall. Min-yo, seeking revenge, pulls him down with her, and both die. A glassworker uses his experience to cross the bridge successfully, but he also falls. The 3 remaining players are Gi-hun, Sang-woo, and Se-byok. After this, they are treated to a lavish meal as finalists, each given a knife. Se-byok is seriously injured and struggles to survive. She and Gi-hun promise to help each other's families if one of them wins. Seeing Se-byok's condition, Gi-hun goes to find help, but Sang-woo kills her while Gi-hun is gone. Furious, Gi-hun swears revenge. Meanwhile, Jun-ho attempts to escape but is caught by the frontman, who is revealed to be Jun-ho's brother. The frontman shoots Jun-ho, who falls into the sea. The final game is between Gi-hun and Sang-woo. The game is the traditional Squid Game, and they fight brutally. Gi-hun wins but refuses to kill Sang-woo, choosing to forfeit instead. Sang-woo, overwhelmed with guilt, kills himself, leaving Gi-hun as the sole winner. Gi-hun returns home to find his mother has died. He blames himself and does not spend any of the prize money. One day while drinking at a park, Gi-hun finds a card similar to the one given to him before the game. He goes to the address on the card where he is shocked to find player 001 alive. It turns out that player 001 was the creator of the game and participated for amusement. Gi-hun is furious, but player 001 explains that everyone joined the game by choice. He advises Gi-hun to use the money as it was won through his efforts and luck. Gi-hun adopts Se-byok's brother from the orphanage and leaves him with Sang-woo's mother, along with Sang-woo's share of the money. In the final scene, Gi-hun is about to board a flight to visit his daughter, but sees the same man who recruited him playing the slap game with another person. Gi-hun takes the card from the man and calls the frontman, vowing to expose their true identity. The series ends here.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight,